So today I will be taking a pregnancy test in this video, and I will be sharing the results with you guys. So two things I wanted to share with you before we got into that video is just one, how stressful it can be and how anxiety inducing it can be to take a pregnancy test. It's either your life is going to change forever or you're not getting anywhere. So either one of those two things. And for me in the beginning, especially when I shot like this clip, I was very concerned with how I personally was going to react to it. And every single time I film one of these pregnancy tests, it's always just in case I get my reaction out of it. I used to do some off camera. I don't do that anymore. All of my pregnancy tests that I take, I do on camera, but there's quite a few where it's just every now and then I'll have a pregnancy test that's on camera. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Hi, so today is 13 DPO for this cycle, which went from throughout May. And so I am going to test today. I'm just waiting for myself to have to urinate. I'm not going to use first morning urine today, but I'm going to use first morning urine tomorrow just to see maybe there's going to be something, and I'm going to test up to a week, and then I'm going to stop and just wait for my period to come if it's still negative up to a week later. And then if my period doesn't come, obviously I'm going to test again, but we will just see what happens. But since this cycle we actually got it in, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do, is go ahead and take a test. So hold on, stay tuned. Okay, so I took 2 of the PregMate pregnancy tests. Here, I've got them right here. Let me show you one up close. They're just little strips like these. So that's what it looks like. This is PregMate. Yeah, so I just took 2 of those, and we shall see how much. Let's just see if it's readable, or we'll see what's gonna happen with that. But their early response, and it's at 13 DPO right now. I'm at 13 DPO right now. One of the things that just like has been happening, like the only thing, abnormality that I've been feeling surrounding that is I've been feeling little pains in my lower abdomen today, like in the middle of the abdomen, just little pinpricks. So I'm like kind of like waiting to see what's gonna happen. I don't think I'm gonna be pregnant, but I don't think I will think that I'm pregnant when I'm pregnant, because it's not setting myself up for failure by being excited or anxious. I'm just gonna try to sit here and just like wait out the 3 minutes, and I've been trying to take a much more chill approach. And my cat's over there rolling on the floor. What are you doing? You know? My dog's over on that end taking a nap, but so cute. But yeah, so I'm just kind of like waiting now, trying to be patient. But I had a funny story to share with you in the meantime. So I was at my cousin's baby shower, and almost everyone else was gone. It was like me and a couple of my cousins, and one of my cousins has this little girl, and she was over on the floor with her little girl, and the cousin whose baby shower it was trying to give me all these rolls and like they're like sandwich wraps and stuff. And I haven't like clarified to them directly that I'm trying. Like only one that knows is the cousin that was on the floor. So it was really funny because she was just like, my guy cousin was like, do you want to take any of these drops home? Can you take any of these home? And I was like, no, I can't. I can't eat that right now. I don't want to eat that right now. Like, I said something to that extent of like, I can't eat those. And then he was just like, oh, okay. And my cousin that was sitting on the floor with her daughter was like, what? Is there something you haven't told me? And I was like, yes, because the way I'm going to reveal my baby to you is through telling you that I can't eat lunch meat. That's the way I'm going to reveal it. I just thought it was so funny because she was like, and then she's like, I better be the first to know. I'm like, you think that I don't have other people that will probably be the first person that I send a picture to before I even tell Louie? And then my mom was getting really upset, because she was like, I want to be the first to know, because I told her this story. And I was like, it's different. You get a grand gesture, Louie gets a grand gesture, the grandmas and grandpas all get a grand gesture of announcing, versus just getting like a picture, And then I was talking to my aunt yesterday. I was talking to my aunt, and she was like, don't tell her this, you want everyone to know. It was really funny because it's probably true. Actually, she didn't even tell me that my cousins were expecting a baby for a really long time. No one even said anything. Like, how would I have known? But I had my suspicions when I saw her, and I was like, is she pregnant? Turned out she was. But, yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe my cousin would be more discreet. Timer is done. Moment of fate is here. Let's see how this goes. I will be right back with the results. Okay, so I've got the test results sitting here. I haven't even looked at them yet. They are covered, so we shall see what they say, but mainly, I don't think I'm going to be pregnant. And then on top of that, I have removed my glasses just in case I am. That way there could be a genuine reaction on the screen. You can actually see my face and what it's doing. I can't see very well far away like this, but I'll be able to see it close up, and then I'll go ahead and show you guys. So this is the first test I took, this one. Okay, let's see what we've got. Oh, that one just has one line on it. Oh, you can see it. Hold on. Yep, just one line. Not even a faint second line. None of that. Alright, let's pull out the second one. I mainly just did a second one just to see. But, yeah. That one's pretty negative as well, as you can see. Yeah. Yep. Oh well. Like I said, didn't think I was going to be pregnant, but I'll never think I'm going to be pregnant. I'll be like, that's why it's going to be so shocking, because it's just like, there's so many negative tests that you're just like, when you get that positive, you don't know how to respond or to feel about it, and you're just like, what? I've seen so many of those, so like, yeah. So far, today is May 29th, and I do not have a positive pregnancy test at 13 DPO, so we will just have to see. I'm going to test in a couple days if my period doesn't come, and then we'll see and go from there. I'm not even sad. I'm kind of used to it by this point of just like, oh, it's negative. Of course it is. But yeah, so I've been feeling those little pinpricks, and so that's either probably going to be my period, or later I'll figure out something, I'll be able to test again a little bit later. I'm not testing early by any means. I did my 2-week wait. I just want to test every couple of days until my period starts. That way I know what's really going on. I have like an irregular cycle, so it's hard for me to be able to track things properly because it's always been an irregular cycle, and everyone's always like, well, you can regulate your cycle by taking birth control, and like, okay, like, that defeats the purpose of trying to get pregnant, first of all. Second of all, it will only be regular while I'm taking birth control. So that's fucking not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. But yeah, just working it out. It'll get there eventually, I know, but it's just kind of hard because you're just like, you don't know anything. You're like totally gonna be blind. I'm gonna be a little blindsided, like, I'm gonna take a test one day and it's gonna say positive, and I'm gonna be like, what? How the fuck? And it's like scary a little bit because I was over here just like a little scared, like, shit, what if it says positive? Like, holy fuck. That would be really bad. Yeah, then you start to imagine lines and shit on it, but yeah, no. Totally, like, one line, and that's the control line. And that's it. So far, not pregnant. Sorry, cuz, I'm just throwing shade at you. There's, no bad blood here, but, essentially, I like to just mess around with my cousins, obviously. Just like to tease them a little bit, so that's all that was. But, yeah, taking that test and having it be negative every single time is disappointing, because I go to prepare myself for it to be positive and for it to, like, be this life-changing thing, and every time that it's negative, it's, like, a huge disappointment. Honestly, I would rather be over-prepared and disappointed than not prepared enough for the situation and still having to deal with it. I am very emotionally ready to be a mom, and I know Louie is emotionally ready to be a dad, and the two of us together, we are having a lot of difficulty emotionally with the fact that we have not yet conceived. Now, this video intro is filmed and outro are filmed on November 13th, 2018. And as far as I know, I am still not pregnant. And I took a test about a week ago. So it's pretty insane. I missed my period. My period's like something like 15 days late now. And I took a test a week after my supposed missed period. And now I'm just waiting to figure out what the hell's going on. It's probably just I'm skipping a cycle again. I've done that a couple times this year, and I did do this around this time last year. Last December, I skipped a cycle, and I might have also skipped one in November. I'm not sure, but I know for now, in this current month, I have skipped a cycle, and then, that just becomes difficult because there's not an option to do it and try again next month, or, just like, I don't know when I get to try again because I don't know when my period's going to come and when it's going to start all over again. Because your period is supposed to mark the first day of a new cycle, and when you are not ovulating for a month, that means that you have no idea when your period's going to start and when a new cycle is going to start. And that just sucks because every time I'm like, I could be pregnant, my period's really, really late. I've had times where I go and I have a 2-month period window that just totally, I 2 periods in a row totally aren't there, or I skip an entire cycle. So I'm not really sure why this is happening. My doctor would not talk to me about any of this stuff when I went in a couple months ago to talk to her. She said, come back in December, which is going to be your year mark, and then we will go from there in figuring things out. And she was super confident that I was going to come back in and I was going to be pregnant by then. Well, you know what? December's almost here. Maybe I will get an opportunity to try again in December, but as of right now, it's looking like I will not get that opportunity for the rest of November's cycle. So yeah, I'm really hoping that sometime soon we can get into a doctor to see what the heck is going on and why things aren't working the way they're supposed to be. But this is one of the first pregnancy tests that I filmed, and I wanted to share it with you guys, and I have a couple of others that are going to be put out there as well, and some that I'm going to kind of keep under wraps just because I kind of want to know, have some ammunition when it does happen. You know, I want to have something to show people. So for now, I will let you guys go. Please do not forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button for more content, and thank you guys for watching.